The Lost City of Atlantis. For centuries, the legend of Atlantis has captured the imagination of explorers, philosophers, scientists, and dreamers around the world. Mentioned first by the Greek philosopher Plato nearly 2,400 years ago, Atlantis was described as a powerful and advanced civilization, a utopian society that flourished on a grand island before meeting its untimely demise beneath the waves. But what is the truth behind the myth? Is Atlantis merely a cautionary tale, or could it have been real? Let us begin by turning the pages of history back to ancient Greece. It was Plato, in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, who first introduced the world to Atlantis. According to Plato, Atlantis was located in front of the Pillars of Hercules, the term classically used for the modern-day Strait of Gibraltar. He described a vast land, larger than Libya and Asia combined, that lay in the Atlantic Ocean. Warriors from Atlantis attempted to conquer Athens but were ultimately defeated. Soon after, dreadful earthquakes and floods caused Atlantis to descend into the sea, vanishing forever. Its capital city was arranged in concentric circles of land and water. Bridges, canals, and majestic gates connected the rings. The city was adorned with temples to Poseidon, their god and the city's protector, whose temple stood at the center, decorated with precious metals. The Atlanteans were said to be technologically advanced, possessing remarkable infrastructure, irrigation systems, advanced ships, grand palaces, docks, and warehouses filled with treasures. Life flourished. Arts and sciences thrived. The climate was gentle, and the land was fertile, giving rise to abundance and prosperity. Once a noble civilization, the Atlanteans descended into greed and corruption. Their virtue waned. When they attempted to subjugate Athens, a city depicted by Plato as the ideal society, the gods chastised them, unleashing destruction. In a single night and day, Atlantis was swallowed by the ocean, erased from the map, preserved only in myth. After Plato's time, the story of Atlantis lay dormant for centuries. As Europe entered the Renaissance, and with the rediscovery of ancient texts, Atlantis rose again in the public imagination. Philosopher Francis Bacon, in his book New Atlantis, envisioned a utopian society inspired by Plato's lost civilization, using it as a model for scientific and social advancement. Interest in Atlantis entered a new phase with the Age of Discovery. Explorers who ventured into uncharted waters often invoked the myth. When Spanish conquistadors arrived in the Americas and encountered advanced civilizations such as the Maya, Aztec, and Inca, some speculated that they were the descendants of the lost Atlanteans. Farther east, off the coast of Africa, the Canary Islands, Azores, and Madeira were all proposed as remnants of Atlantis. The search for Atlantis has sparked countless theories, some plausible, others wildly imaginative. One of the most enduring ideas is that Plato's Atlantis was based, at least in part, on real civilizations and disasters. Ancient Mediterranean history is filled with the memory of cataclysm, eruptions, earthquakes, floods. However, Atlantis is not solely confined to the Mediterranean. The legend's extraordinary reach has led to speculation about countless possible locations. Some claim Atlantis lies beneath the ice of Antarctica, having been displaced there by shifting continents. Others search for traces along Spain's southwestern coast, particularly near the marshlands of Doñana National Park. Modern science, through the disciplines of archaeology, geology, and oceanography, has attempted to settle the matter. Submerged cities do exist. Underwater ruins off the coast of India and Japan hint at the possibility of ancient settlements lost to rising seas. Shipwrecks and remnants of ancient harbors slumber beneath the waters of the Mediterranean and Black Seas. Yet none have matched Plato's fantastical account in scale or detail. The allure of Atlantis lies not simply in the search for ruins, but in its symbolic power. For some, Atlantis embodies the lost golden age, a vision of humanity at its best and most inventive. For others, it is a warning, the risk of arrogance and overreach, punished by nature's fury or the gods' wrath. In the modern world, the legend of Atlantis inspires filmmakers, authors, treasure hunters, and dreamers. From the pages of science fiction and fantasy to blockbuster films and TV series, Atlantis is reimagined again and again. Some works envisage Atlantis as a technologically advanced society with forgotten wisdom and powers. But why does this lost city continue to enthrall us after so many centuries? Perhaps it is the primal human fascination with what lies beneath the surface. The ocean is a realm of mystery, concealing both danger and possibility. The notion of entire civilizations vanishing beneath its waves, hidden from sight and memory, invites us to imagine what we do not know. Atlantis, then, is not merely a lost city. It stands as a testament to our yearning for discovery, our hope that somewhere answers to forgotten questions await. Moreover, Atlantis calls to the explorer within us. The possibility that a great civilization might be rediscovered somewhere, buried beneath layers of silt, hidden in submerged forests, or encoded in lost languages, fires the imagination. In recent decades, advances in technology have allowed us to peer deeper underwater than ever before. Satellites help map the ocean floor. Sonar, submersibles, and underwater robots can reveal features hidden for millennia. While these tools have yet to uncover definitive proof of Atlantis, they have expanded our understanding of ancient history and the dynamic forces that shape our world. Interestingly, some trace the roots of the Atlantis legend deeper into human memory. Myths of lost cities and deluges are found across many cultures. The story of a great flood appears in the Epic of Gilgamesh, in the narrative of Noah's Ark, in stories of Dvaraka in Indian myth, and many others. And yet, for all the doom in the Atlantis saga, there is also hope. Some interpret the myth as a call to humility and resilience, the ability to learn from mistakes, guard against excess, and build societies capable of enduring the tests of time. Let us now dive deeper into the many theories about Atlantis' supposed location, for none has commanded as much debate as this. Many classicists believe Plato's story, while vivid, was never meant to be taken as literal geography. Yet speculation persists. Not far from the Strait of Gibraltar, the submerged ruins at the island of Spartel and the marshes of southern Spain have been examined as possible Atlantean sites. Farther afield, the eruption of Santorini around 1600 BCE reshaped not only the island but also the course of regional history. The story of a prosperous people, destroyed by a cataclysm and lost to the sea, fits the broad outline that Plato described. Archaeological finds at the Minoan city of Akrotiri show sophisticated artistry, technologies, and trade networks. The city itself was stunningly advanced, with multi-story buildings, frescoes, indoor plumbing, and paved streets. Could Santorini and the Minoans be Atlantis? Other theories stretch the boundaries of plausibility. In the late 19th century, a Minnesota congressman named Ignatius Donnelly published a massively influential book, Atlantis, the Antediluvian World. Donnelly argued Atlantis was the ancestor of all great civilizations, the wellspring of languages, technologies, and myths across the globe. He connected the pyramids of Egypt to Mesoamerican pyramids, linked sunken land around the Azores to Plato's description, and suggested that great knowledge had vanished beneath the sea. Other locations for Atlantis have been proposed with equal creativity. From the forests of Central America and the highlands of South America to Celtic ruins under the waters of the North Sea, the quest continues. Still, for all these theories, no physical evidence has decisively revealed Atlantis' resting place. Some say the search for Atlantis speaks more to the nature of human imagination than geological or archaeological fact. Atlantis is not only a tale of loss, but of potential. Stories of incredibly advanced technology, powerful crystals, flying machines, abilities to manipulate energy, have proliferated in modern popular culture and pseudoscience. Some claim that Atlanteans were the forebears of later lost knowledge, transmitting secrets that influenced Egyptian, Babylonian, or Mayan culture. Literature, art, and film constantly return to the themes of Atlantis. From Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea to Disney's animated story Atlantis, The Lost Empire, the legend is refitted for every age. These retellings do not merely rehash old tales. They ask new questions. What does it mean to lose a part of our past? What mysteries lie at the core of human civilization? As our knowledge of history expands, so too does the richness of the Atlantis myth. New underwater discoveries, lost languages deciphered, and geologic findings prompt fresh connections. Each advance reshapes how we see the past, even when Atlantis itself eludes confirmation. The mystery persists, a bridge between knowledge and imagination, caution and wonder. Perhaps, then, the true legacy of Atlantis lies not in the search for sunken ruins, but in the questions it compels us to ask, about ourselves, about the power and peril of human progress, and about the mysteries that lie beneath the surface, waiting for those bold enough to seek them. For as long as stories are told and mysteries remain, the legend of Atlantis will never be truly lost.